Hi, I'm Danielle with Ribbon Storage and welcome to my craft room. Today I'm going to be making one of the cards from my Platinum and Royal Blue card kit. Let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and make the card front by putting a 1/4 inch double-sided tape on the debossed side of this beautiful Nina Crafts cardstock. And I'm just going to center it on this Royal Blue Color Core American Crafts paper. Then I'm going to sit that vertically since that's going to be the way we're putting this card together. Now, the little trick for this, we have this little bow here, and sometimes it's hard to know how to measure that. So all you do is cut 4 pieces all the same length, and I'll show you how that works. Once you have those cut, you just go ahead and put your double-sided tape on the back. Well, there's no back, it's a double-faced satin. So you just put it on one side of the silver set picot satin ribbon. And I'm doing this middle piece right here. I'm only going to put it in the bottom half just to keep it in place so I can kind of measure, because we're going to put our bow underneath the top half. And this way I can space it out just a little bit easier. And we just want those spaced all 3 evenly. It doesn't matter if you want to put them more centered, more off to the side. That's totally up to you. Just space them evenly and it'll look fantastic no matter which way you do it. Then I'm going to go ahead and lift this up and put some tape around all the edges. And we're going to fold the bottom down. And I'm going to keep that middle one up, put those in place, and then I'm going to go over this one more time so that I have something to stick my trim to as we wrap that around. So just hold it centered right in the middle of that silver picot and wrap it around and stick it to that double-sided tape on the back. Pull it tight. Doing that piece, and then do this one. This trim sometimes, I don't know if you can see, it gets a little wrinkly, but when you pull it tight enough, it doesn't really matter. But if yours is a little more wrinkled, just use a flat iron, or you can just use, I keep a travel iron. Actually, I keep an old hair flat iron in my craft room. So whatever you can use to just iron that flat, it'll help it sit better. But normally we're pulling them tight enough, we don't have to worry about it. To make that bow, we're just going to make a figure 8 out of that ribbon. And I'm bringing both my ends to the center and I'm going to overlap them a little. See how we've got that sitting like that? So to do it, I'm just going to put a little bit of tape right in the center where that ribbon and my bow are going to start. And I'm going to put it down with the open sides, those sides up. So you can see those will come up, but that's okay. Let me lay that a little bit straighter. There we go. Then I'm going to add one more and we'll fold that over. You could use glue for this, but I'm way too impatient to wait for the glue to dry, so I just use tape because we're going to cover that tape up anyway. And then we layer that over. Now I'm just going to run one more piece of tape all the way down to where my ribbon sits, and we'll put it up like that, and see it covers all that tape up. I've got it a little bit too far, but guess what? We can just pick that up and pull it over and recover it. We've got it exactly how we want it. Now I'll pull this up and just wrap that picot around. And then I'm going to tack that trim down, that blue trim down, and just pull the tape into the center of my card. It's just going to give me that tape that I need to put this on the card base. I'm just going to center that up. And there we go. Now I am going to use my quick drying tacky glue. It goes on white, but it dries clear. And I'm just putting that one dot right in the middle where this blue gem is going to go. And I'm using my dental tweezers to pick that up and put that right in place. And I'm just going to let it sit there and then it'll dry. That's all there is to it. Now that you've finished it, we have a tendency to make these beautiful cards, and I have a shoebox full of them, so I am just like that. But now that you've got this card done, I'm sure there's someone in your life that you need to write a message into it and send it out. Don't save it, send it. Thanks for joining me.